Hello YouTube. We're building a fence in Project Zomboid. Hello Crimson Ghosty. Oh my god. Hello Mr. Muckus.
Wow, wow, wow. Fancy seeing you here, pile of planks. Be a shame if somebody made you into a fence. Especially if that person sounded like Kermit the Frog. Wouldn't it now? Ha ha!
I'm missing the trolley right now. Hello, Prof. Rapsy. I'm okay, how are you? I'm building a fence. Did I just say I'm building a fence? Fuck me, man. A fence. So can you take on the fence? French style. Just a normal fence. But French. I can't place them at a 45-degree angle though, so we're going to have some of the front yard not behind a fence. Need more planks! We ran out of planks! I guess we could just build the fucking fence on the road. It's not actually a road anymore. You know? I mean, but with the way I crash, I need to be making more roads, not taking away roads, if anything. Okay, well we can't use anything. We don't have salad ingredients. Add one first. Are you fucking with me, sir? I need to open cans. We'll open a canned beef. We'll have a corned beef and mushroom soup. Actually, sliced beets. I don't fucking know. Just open it! I guess we could have bell peppers too. Okay, so we have corned beef, bell peppers. Yeah, that'll do. Protein in a vegetable or a fruit, depending on what you're talking about. Why do I have this bowl? I do not want this bowl. Eat all. No. Press the wrong button. Is it possible to put the lid back on the can? No? Okay, well we'll have an open jar of bell peppers and a lid in the fridge. And we can just have those with something else later. I assume the cans go off relatively quickly in the fridge once they're open there. Even if they wouldn't in real life. But I didn't put like any like tin foil or cling film or anything on top of them. So, you know, they're just like... I feel like they might make the other... Like in a real fridge, they'd make the other stuff go funny. Like, imagine that. Your whole fridge just stinks of corned beef. Ew. I mean, I like corned beef, but I don't like corned beef cheese. Pardon me. You know what's really annoying when I was a kid? Well, not even a kid, like, my dad would still do it, and my auntie would do it when we'd go over there. Like, people who make corned beef, but they make it from a piece of corned beef and they corn it again. So then it's like this ultra... I mean, it was still great, it was still yum because it was corned beef, but it's like way worse than if they did it properly. Hello, sock badger. Like, I'm pretty sure, don't you corn the beef to preserve it so you can keep it in the fridge for longer? Or, you know, pre-refrigeration? Corned beefception. Like, you don't need to cook it in cloves and vinegar to cook it. It's already been... They did that at the supermarket, in the butcher. Or the butchers, wherever you got it. I'm grabbing planks. I'm going to build a fence. I'm grabbing planks. Yeah, exactly. But you're just meant to heat it back up, right? You're not meant to cook it with all the corning flavors and stuff. Like, it even has the instructions on the corned beef that you just heat it up in boiling water. I even tinned meat like spam. Like, if I get spam, if it's homemade, you need to corn it and cook it. 2 forms of preservation. Oh, they do it at the butchers here. Like, they corn it and then they just have it like in a thing of plastic. I have to, if I get turkey spam because I don't eat pork, I have to soak it for so long. Like, and then wash it pretty much until the water's clear without any more salt in it, because it's so salty. Probably out of nails now. It's not my... No, we go... they don't just put the... They might in the UK, they don't here. They don't just put the sewage straight back into the water supply. Sewage here goes into the ocean. Once it's filtered. Well, it's going into the ocean. It's not going back into... They don't recycle water here. Back into drinking water. People even cracked the shits when they tried to do a desalination plant with ocean water. We do, but they just pump the water that's processed out into the sea. As far as I understand, we don't recycle it back in. Even though there were quite a few droughts when I was growing up, and a lot of water restrictions, but people prefer, you know, I can only water my grass, water my garden when it's and my grass when it's dark outside. I don't have to have treated water, even though it's probably cleaner than the water that's coming in a lot of cases, especially if you have hard water. I don't know how widespread that is in Australia though, hard water. You have super hard water there. It's annoying because it like fucks with everything, and like if you don't realize it. Limestone? So what, do you have like a filter before the water goes into your house? It's just super hard. But what does it mean if it's hard? Doesn't it mean it damages the plumbing? At least that's what I thought hard meant anyway. You have municipal descaling, but your parents have a descaler in their house as well. Full of calcium. Isn't calcium one of those nutrients that's kind of like vitamin C, where your body has too much of it, you just pee it out? Or am I just talking fake science there? I assume you can probably have too much magnesium there. Oh yeah, I forgot about kidney stones. The calcification in the, well, kidney. Don't know why my brain had to think about that. I feel like it must be. Nearly built the fence. We have a big front yard as well.
They're in the front yard. That's what they said to me. And I say thank you, sir. I like that compliment. Can I have another one about my garden being the big garden? And they say that is an impressive garden, sir. I say thank you, sir. People around these parts, we just call each other sir. Where are we from? Someplace Milshy made up in his brain. Big white fence around a big yard. The other picket fence. I know a fence is just a deterrent, but like, I kind of don't get... it's just because they look nice, isn't it, the picket fence? Because it doesn't really do anything. Maybe a kid can't get into your yard, or your kid can't get... Yeah, it's a solar panel from one of the mods I have. I don't know how to use it though. Oh, my teeth kind of hurt. That's not good. $35 planks. Come on, Hawkfin, pony it up. Get it down, get there, get it there, get it there. It's like the cable guy, right? Get her there. That's what he sounds like. Get her there. Kind of. She's kind of comfy. She's so awkward though because she's a greyhound, as long-time viewers would know. So because she's a big dog, she just constantly looks kind of awkward a lot of the time. We have the fucking fry pan here. Oh, well, they're wickets for cricket. Be semantic. Ridiculously tiled. Tiled? Cool. I don't like cricket anyway. I do not have the attention span for cricket. I must confess. I must confess. Isn't it called rattling the pickets if the ball hits the fence? Yeah, because it's a picket fence, I guess. I don't know. What? Did he not sleep? Oh my gosh, I'm hitting my mic stand with my controller now. Sleep? Gosh. Yeah, probably. Let's just move this shit to the floor. Then gas cans can go back in the car. First aid kit back in the car. Empty gas can back in the car. Cot. Pillow back in the car. Rickets are even older. It's probably true. Is that cot just still on the floor? Mate. Cot. I moved way too soon. At least one rubber hose for siphoning fuel.
And you know what's even older than rickets? Don Rickles. Picket fences came from leftover battle sites with pickets left on them. That might have been a trench thing, yeah. I don't know. Your rickets are older. You don't have rickets, do you? I don't even know what rickets is off the top of my head. Isn't that like something similar to like scurvy? I might just be remembering one.
Well, now that we built most of our friends, maybe we should be hitting the old dusty trail. You know what I'm saying? As I'm saying it again. I'm saying it again, you know.
Oh, it might be arthritis. I think it is like arthritis, but it's like a similar, like a nutrition thing, like the thing I just said that I can't remember already. Bowed legs and bone weakness. So one of those things people don't get much anymore, hopefully. It's a disease, so hopefully people don't get it much anymore, but people probably do get it some, like in developing places. Floor. Okay. Broccoli in the fridge. I bet people from olden times would think that you'd get rickets from riding your horse on the old trail. Put these cans in the fridge so that if there's something dessert like vitamin D deficiency. Oh, so that's something you could just get from where you live. Like if it's winter, right? If it's winter and it's like not sunny enough, you could end up with rickets. Bow-legged. It's kind of like one of those, because when we were talking about the hard water and the hard water, like I was thinking, it feels like one of those things where people probably used to be like, oh, them people from that place with the hard water, they got that bad skin. Don't date them, they got the bad skin. Like all sorts of like, I assume there's different hardness levels of water in America, so I'm using American as my accent because it came to mind. I feel like it's one of those things where people would have made fun of other people for having like, you know, like gross skin or something. Hello, A1. I mean, hello, Timo. Florida, most of the water has sulfur in it. I thought you were joking, so I started laughing when I was reading that, but I don't think you're joking. That's scary. How does he do it, Chad? He gets here first every time. I don't understand it. Do I have a gate yet? I do not. New carpentry level 4 for a wooden gate. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what to say, I'll say it anyway. Sulfur might make the water stink. Probably make the people stink too, right? If they're drinking the water or bathing in the water. Is it like comparable to how there's like there's uranium in bananas have a little bit of radioactive material, don't they? The sulfur is probably good for the plants, I think, potentially. Potentially it's also terrible for the plants because I can't remember if I'm remembering right or not. Radioactive potassium in bananas? Oh, okay. Okay, we need corned beef. Could be both, because I think it is the potassium that's a bit of a problem. They're like 99% human. What if they can handle it? Oh, the bananas, yeah. I thought you meant the people from Florida. I was like, what? They're like 99% human. You sure it's that much? I'm kidding. Anyone from Florida? Those are less. Oh, I would be lying if I said I disagreed with the sentiment, but I'm just being silly. And that's mainly like the outliers that I'm talking about. You know, like the Florida man memes you see of guys that are like zilly zonked on meth and they do some crazy shit. They're just like absolutely fucking blasted out of their mind. And you see in the newspaper, Florida man tries to marry alligator, dead at 27. He had 2 kilos of methadone in his system. I couldn't think of another drug. I know methadone's probably a drug treatment medication, but I couldn't think of the painkiller one I was trying to think of. Like taking bath salts. Didn't that happen in Canada as well? Like, so they took some synthetic drug and they went OxyContin, fentanyl I was thinking of. I don't know how crazy you go on fentanyl though. You probably just drop dead, right? Unfortunately. Florida man and his Florida woman were arrested for engaging in a fully nude sexcapade on the side of the Dunedin Causeway this week. Unfortunately for them, the show was witnessed by children and others while passing by, causing sheriff's deputies to get involved. That is unfortunate because, you know, that puts you on the list, the one list that's the worst list to be on. That you don't want to be in. You don't want to be on the sex offenders registry, and if you flash and there happens to be a kid there, you're on the sex offenders registry. So don't do anything sexual where a kid might be, because that's quite wrong, for one thing. And two, that list, even when you're off that list, I feel like it probably follows you for life. As it should. Florida man robs same Dollar General twice, blames voices in head. Florida man slashes 27 tires, claims was sabotaged by secret government exposure. Did you see the story? There was like guys that robbed a place, and they thought that they were like, I don't know if they were simple or they were on drugs, but they thought they drew on themselves with invisible ink, but they obviously didn't, because there's no such thing as ink that can make you invisible. And they like just went in with a permanent marker on their face into the bank and robbed them. We had a guy in Sweden who once visited Florida and went to take a swim in the nude at night. He's on that list now and has had huge trouble when he tried flying back to Canada a few years back. Yeah. I don't know. The customs and rules everywhere are so different that it must be difficult to keep track of stuff. I just try not to be naked ever. That's the easiest way for me as a never nude to live. And if you've broken a law anywhere in the world, I think Canada's like the hardest country to get into, or at least the top like 1 or 2 maybe, if not the absolute hardest. Doing something illegal, only do one at a time. Ultimately, yeah. You have the agency to do whatever you want ultimately. Obviously, honestly, I'm not going to sit here and be like, don't do that, don't do that. Other than be naked in front of kids, please just don't. I should clarify, especially not somebody else's kids. If you want to rob a bank, the normal way of entering the shed. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. I tried to open the door and I just couldn't be bothered breaking the animation when you don't want kids anywhere near you. Fair enough. It's like, I feel like a lot of people just feel like, oh, I have to have kids because it's the thing you do. But like, what if you like... I feel like a lot of people don't really take into account if they're capable of looking after themselves, let alone having kids, before they have kids. Yeah, I know sometimes you just adapt and then you become capable of it, but like, that's part of why mental illness exists, I think. People who aren't capable of being parents, insisting on being parents, and vis-a-vis more crazy people. Not that being crazy is this big horrible thing, but yeah. You told the Navy they could let you get snipped properly, or you just go to the vet since it's cheap anyways. Shouldn't you, if you're in the Navy, shouldn't your insurance cover that? I don't know how it works. I don't know how insurance works in America because I don't have health insurance because I don't earn enough money for paying into Medicare to be a problem. I don't get why America... I mean, I kind of do because capitalism and it's more profitable for people. But like, I don't get why more places don't have like a public health system similar to Australia, where you like... you can opt out. Like, you don't have to, if you get private health insurance, you don't have to pay the Medicare levy. It's the thing that I think a lot of people who make fun of the Australian system don't realize. Eventually they make it complicated because Republicans love children. Yeah, they think it's the mission from God is to make more, well, probably some Republicans make more white people. Republicans these days, probably. Unfortunately. I mean, why have a preference? People are people. They all kind of suck. No, I'm kidding. It's the edgelord thing to say. Yeah. Putting my tools in my bag so I'm not over cucumbered. Yeah. Boom, ba, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom, bum. Well, on the bright side, with all the crazy shit that's happening, at least there's a 2-term limit. You know what I mean? So most likely, there's a time limit on how long until the next crazy person is in. How many hinges do I have? 3? Yeah, I know that he's trying to get rid of the term limit, but it's in the Constitution. It's hard, isn't it? Not for him. Well, I'll be blindly hopeful. Also, he is getting quite old. Not to wish death on anyone, but he is getting quite old. And he doesn't appear to eat remotely healthy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless he's like secretly dieting in the background and his doctors have him on like a proper diet and stuff, he's like 80 years old. He can't, it's not sustainable to be unhealthy for. If I wasn't live on Twitch where I can't remember the TOS, I might be okay with it too, but because I am live on Twitch and I can't remember the TOS, I do not recommend it. Who am I kidding? Twitch probably wouldn't care, would they? I mean, look who their biggest streamers are. I mean, there is freedom of expression and shit. I'm not gonna tell you can't say it. I'm just too chicken to say it. A dog? What are you talking about? I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. There she goes again. I just can't explain the feeling that reminds. Nails, doorknobs, hinges, the floor. The floor, no, okay, the floor. No, that's not the floor, this is the floor. Put the nails in there too, please. There we go. But a jitterbug. Put the boom boom into the bag. Down. That's how that song goes, right? Mechanics. I need to read that book. It will probably turn into a mess. It will inevitably turn into a mess because I don't know what I'm doing to not make it into a mess. You like this new version of a Wham classic by Hot New Non-AI artist Milching? I am definitely not artificial intelligence or a robot. That is something that humans say all the time, correct? I am a human. Did you guys, have you guys, there was like a, I don't know if I can find it because I can't remember where I saw it. No intelligence, exactly. There was like a North Korean spy tried applying for a job at an IT company. And they asked him to say something disparaging about Kim Jong-un. And he couldn't do it. So they caught him. I found that pretty funny. I think somebody was just screaming outside. They were like saying he should call him a fat pig or something. And he's like, I can't do that. Yeah. It's funny though, because like of the vanity of dear leader, they can just get caught because they're not allowed to say something disparaging about him. It was probably like some IP scam, if I had to guess. Don't communist countries do that? Like they hire like they hire. Becky, I'm talking here. You're just going. Anyway, they allegedly they do corporate espionage, but because it's the state, it's like state espionage as well. But corporate espionage, I think, is a lot of what they do. Hey, comfy pup. Hey, comfy puppy dog. Very good. We have had dinner. We are holding half of the things we cooked for dinner for some reason with us. For some reason, like we just had the hot sauce with us. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I'm going to do a massive turd. That's what that person should have done, rather than the whole, you know, school shooting thing. They should have just. It keeps catching fingers in as sexual. Feel good. Taxi. Let's zoom out a bit.
Sand dripping down on a camel's back. Is a baby that I don't know what. And a bit of message beep. But I left my drill open and it's cooking kind of shit.
Really? Thank you. I think the controller options might be a bit sensitive, like the sensitivity. It's like sensing me pressing the button twice when I hold it for maybe a second? I don't know. Crank that, soldier boy. That song was inescapable when I was in high school, and I did not understand it at all. I think it was a really smart crossover by the people involved. Is probably why, right? Is like Travis Barker and Soldier Boy. Was it Soldier Boy? I don't know the other person. Because like everybody was talking about it, because like if you weren't somebody who liked punk and metal music, you were somebody who liked the hip hop side of stuff. So like everybody was, except for me, I didn't like it because I don't like anything. I hate fun. Famously, it's like the number one thing that people know about Milsheen. He hates fun notoriously. Yeah. I think maybe I didn't like it because it said the word hoe in it, and I was like, that's rude. Don't need to be rude in songs. Speed the Band sucks. I don't know who Speed the Band are. I might, and I just don't know the name. Should we see if we can find another town, maybe? Australian hardcore? Yeah, hardcore, I don't know them. If they scream, I can't listen to it. The tone of the screaming is upsetting. Viscerally. And I mean nothing against the musicians who perform in that music. It's a valid art form and all that. I'm not suggesting otherwise. But yeah, he plays a flute sometimes. Well, la-di-da, sometimes I fart. That's the whole anecdote. Didn't really go anywhere. Sometimes I fart, sometimes I hide, sometimes I run, sometimes I dive. Are they called flautists or flutists? I can't remember. Well, I wanted a cowbell with a pedal, like a kick drum pedal, so that I could hit the cowbell when I was playing bass, but I couldn't find it for less than like $100. And I'm not paying like $150 for it because it's for like just a joke. Oh, that's how you spell. Okay. To get more cowbell, yeah, because I was like, cowbells are funny. So it would be funny to have a cowbell that I could just like go like have like a bass drum, but it's a cowbell. I still suck too. I've been playing since I was like 14, so that's like more than 20 years now. Holy shit, I'm old. Don't you hate when you? I mean, I don't hate when I realize I'm old. It's fine because it's reality. But like, fucking hell. You were called to dinner with a cowbell? That's fancy. I try not to get too upset about things that are just, you know, reality, like the fact that I'm old. I'm probably a bit smelly. That's fine with me. Because, like, getting upset with it, so I'm just going to be upset about it. I'm not going to be not old if I'm upset about it. Did they operate it with a cowbell? Oh, with a pedal? You mean the cowbell? Oh, yeah. I know what you mean now. Don't they usually put like a string and like a ball inside bells before they like automated like sirens and stuff? Automated, electrified, whatever, same thing in my mind.
Driving along in my automobile. My baby beside me at the wheel. With no particular place to go.
Guess I forgot the words. Oh, don't tell me it's not the plot to Dark, the German TV show that everybody watched for some reason. Is it? I mean, I watched it too, but I still find it funny how popular that show was. Other than it being good, it's like how did people know to watch that? You didn't watch it? I don't want to spoil it just in case you decide to watch it or other people decide to watch it. I don't actually fully know if I understood what was happening. Yeah, it's time travel, nuclear power plant. Are they the same person? Whoops, I might have just spoiled Dark. Not in a way that anyone will remember, but I think there was a character who was like pretending to be his own grandson or something. Or his own grandpa, I don't fucking remember. I watched it like multiple years ago now. It's definitely one of those shows that was better at the start. And the longer it went along, it got a bit more confusing. But maybe if you're a sci-fi person, it was fine. I was more there for the like the suspenseful drama stuff, I guess. Oh look, we're in the fenced off area.
With no particular place to go.
There's going to be nothing in here, is my guess at this point. I'd happily be wrong, even though if there's something like worth staying here for, it would be a little annoying that we just finished the fence at the temporary base. Are you able to switch between your grandson and yourself? Or are you able to switch between your grandpa and yourself, Christmas Crustacean? That's just like some 6 of one, half a dozen of another type shit, isn't it? This is just like a weather station or radio station, I think? Yeah, radio station.
I'm my own grandpa.
Yeah. I think so. Do we still have the electricity boost? We do. I mean, I know what I mean when I say electricity boost. I mean electrical boost, but will my brain let me say that? No. I'm trying to disassemble the fucking hamburger radio. Old Joe. Yeah. I thought there was. Imagine if you found out you're your own grandpa. Wouldn't that be weird? No, Milsheen, that'd be completely normal, you dingus. Jerking it would get complicated. Fucking hell. True, though. Yeah, we don't need that. Maybe the twine, but I can't be bothered. Red, red wine, so close to me. I think I already have this one because it's grayed out, but that might be because it's the second one in the list. Let's absorb the journal. Yes, sir. If Dowie is here, that's part of one of the mods that Dowie found for us. It's built like a steakhouse handles like a bistro. I don't know what that means. Got ourselves a generator. Hell yeah. We'll put the generator in the car somehow. If we can find the car. Oh yeah, we couldn't get past this barricade. That might not be the best for my numbers, but I legally can't make you stay. That would be kidnapping. There's an ad in my boot. Sorry about the ads. I mean, there isn't an ad in my boot. Be like a thick American, hands like a tiny Italian. What does that even mean? All these innuendos, I don't understand them because I'm definitely not an AI robot. Well, thank you. if you've got turbo. Blackmail is such an ugly word. I prefer extortion. The X makes it sound cool. Blackmail makes it sound like it's racist as well. I know just saying a color and a gender isn't anything, but like it just has some overtones that would be better if we called it extortion. That might be a bit too semantical to make any sort of sense to any logical person what I just said, but whatever. I never claimed to make sense. No, I'm saying that it sounds like they're saying it sounds like it's suggesting that black male people, which I don't think I've heard of even one case of that happening. But I also don't have the news on ever, so it might have happened once. I've also never heard of half black, half Asian golfers flipping their cars. That doesn't mean that Tiger Woods has never been in a DUI. What I don't know could fill the Smithsonian. Isn't that Tiger Woods? Who'd I say? Did I say Tiger Woods? Did I say a completely different name? I probably said Lance Armstrong, knowing my fucking brain. Okay. I've got to be ultra careful not to crash because the engine's already on dark orange. Oopsie doopsie, I can't drive. Ah. It's also early for you, probably. To be fair. So I guess that was worth it to get a yellow generator, that detour. Da, 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 da. Oh, hell yeah. I've been live since like 4 AM here. That's early, isn't it? Or late? It's an ungodly time to be awake, yet I am a lot of the time still awake at 4 AM. I'm driving my car, taking it far. You get it. It's the whole song. You can imagine the rest. Scenic Grove. Oh, it's the caravan park. We're back. Good. I did a loop. I think it's the... Yep, it is. Not the pig. Maybe we should breed pigs, and then every time they have a piglet and it's male, we release it, and then Riverside just becomes completely overwhelmed with the pig population. So it turns into pig side rather than Riverside. What do you think? Overwhelmed by male pigs. Yeah, just... Or Hogtown. Hogtown, USA. I'm not even being that careful. I'm getting so lucky. And it's stressing me out every time I nearly crash. I don't know. I don't eat pork anymore because I don't know. I didn't find it that enjoyable. There's a lot of cars we could work on there, but I'm hungry, so I don't know. Maybe we go to the house across the street and raid the fridge. Check the bedroom. Check the cupboard. The kids' room, or whatever this is. The kids' room. The shitter. Well, it's a full bathroom. It's not a shitter, to be fair. Gotta be accurate. Beverage. Pineapple. Coffee, milk, cereal. Got to sit up. My back's starting to hurt again. Can somebody do like an AI summary of A1's message? I can't be bothered reading all that. No offense. That's probably rude. But whatever. I am rude. Pouring from what? No. Milk. Transfer liquid to a bowl. About whatever, 300 mils. South End. Oh. Where did I put my bowl of cereal? Oh, in my inventory. Okay. Okay, now we've had some food. I get it. I get the joke when I see the punchline pointed out to me right in front of my nose. Barely, but, you know, still that counts. Oh, there are no agents. Fuck's sake. It's... There is a reason why it's believable, unfortunately. People were that racist at one point, weren't they? They'd be like, I'm going to say that a certain group of people that I don't even want them showing up to my open house. No, real estate agents, like he was doing a private house. He was trying to sell his house privately, I think was the story. Like he was serving as his own real estate agent. He didn't want other people's real estate agents contacting him. which is much closer to fair enough than no people who are Asian. Arguably, it might even be fair enough to not want to talk to real estate agents, I think. I think a lot of people don't want to talk to real estate agents. Fuck's sake. And the people who read it, everyone was like, oh my god, this guy said no Asians. And the poor guy's like, the fuck? I don't care if Asians are here. If they pay the rent and they like the house, it's all good. That's probably what he was thinking, I assume. Let's get the empty gas can and the rubber hose, Zhongyi rubber hose, if you will. Don't know why you would, but don't know why I didn't go. Yeah, the news services here haven't always got the smartest people working for them. That's probably true of everywhere, maybe. What? Hotter weather ladies? I don't know if we've got the hot weather ladies here. They're in Latin America, aren't they? Where there's like the weirdly sexualized weather ladies. I think I know the one you mean, though. I think my cousin was a fan of hers when he was like 10, because, well, she's kind of stacked, I think, from memory. Is that the one you're talking about? It's the weather lady who's like built different. I don't want to be rude about it. Massive bazookas? Yeah. But the... Hello, footy. There's some weather people you see on these compilations you're just surprised is actually real. I guess they just hire someone to stand there and read an auto cue. They don't have to be like the professor of weather studies, do they? They don't actually have to be the meteorologist. Make some curdled cream or something with the pineapple juice and the milk. That'd do something, wouldn't it? Like putting an acid in the milk. I can't remember my food science stuff from school. I barely remember how to spell my own name. Cottage cheese? I thought so. It's a tough name. Yeah, there's not that many vowels in Melsheen. Do you reckon that's what trips up like people when they're like trying to deal with like European names that have like a long passage of time of letters? I mean, with like no vowels. I feel like it is. Well, I think we've broken both of the brake pads on the left hand side of this mum's minivan. No. Maybe the old people did a bit for a bit. Leveled up mechanics, woohoo! Leveled up mechanics, woohoo! Leveled up mechanics, leveled up mechanics, leveled up, leveled up, leveled it up. Oh ho ho! Where's the car? There's the car. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's my car. Where's my car? There's my car. Did I find it? Yeah, I did. Because here's my car. Let's get the cot and the pillow. What's in the... Oh, all this shit. Okay, let's just put this in the trailer. Though we probably need to drink some of the milk. Oh, it's full? Oh, we got so much gasoline in here probably. I need the cot. I just want to get the cot and the pillow. Don't really need to head all the way back to the house. And we got this sort of work to do with the mechanical stuff. Place. What? Why are the windows so buggy? They've fucked windows like up majorly. Quit primary. Knock me down low with a feather. Clever Trevor. Place item. That'll do, just sideways. Whatever. Might as well just leave the pillow and the bed there for now. So we've got so many cows to train mechanics with here. Sorry, wrong button. Cool. The training mechanics mod is such a must, I feel like. Because you can just, unless they've made it automatic, I mean, a base game feature, then that's really good if they have. But I think I have the train mechanics mod. Yeah. So instead of like changing the tire, taking the brake pad off, doing the suspension, blah blah blah. But I didn't know it would do that. My guy's hurt himself. Oh, just muscle strain, that's fine. Where's mechanical? Oh, we're already level 4. We need another book then. I don't need a muffler. Holding out for a muffler in the muffler. Blah, 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 blah. I said muffler too many times. It's not sounding like a word anymore. It's chat's favorite car part, the muffler. Am I right, chat? Because it makes the car sound much less loud. Isn't that handy? Also, haha, it has the word muff in it. That's funny. Let's just put this on the map as mechanics training. Or mechanical training, whichever would be grammatically better at the time. Much perspective. Bum. I didn't spell bum right, did I? Whoops. Mechanical training. Okay. Oh, I need to attach the trailer, don't I? If I want it attached, that would probably help. I think it would be kind of cool to be able to attach to how do I there to paint vehicles. Like maybe when they add so you can put armor on cars, maybe just even being able to paint them would be cool. So like you could paint it black so it's harder for them to see at night. Or harder for other players if you're doing PvP, I guess. I don't know why you do PvP in a game though. I'm not a fan of PvP because I suck at games. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I say it anyway. Hello Liz, how are you? Thank you for raid. Now forgot the words. Of course I did, because I'm a big stinky. Take on me. I can't be bothered singing that song anymore. You can tell where Milsheen has been in this town from where the mailboxes are knocked over because he cannot drive for shit. Hello. magazines can go inside, I guess. Or maybe they can't, because I'm dragging them to the wrong spot. I already had electrical 3 as well, and I grabbed 2 of them. Fuck now. Fuck canal. The canal is very far. Muscle strain, then he needs to just relax for a bit and then he'll be fine. I'm curious about this box of cans of food. Let's see what's in them. Open unlabeled can. Canned dog food? Whatever. It'll do. He's drowsy and weepy. What, because you just ate a can of dog food? Get over it. It's not going to put that dog food back in the tin, mate. You already ate it. Okay, well, he's in pain and he's sad. Maybe we get him a beer or something. I don't fucking know. Is there alcohol in the fridge? There is some alcohol in the fridge. Drink a can of the beer. Another can of the beer. He's only sad now. He's not weepy anymore. Some brandy, like a quarter of a glass. What's that? Like, that's a huge amount of brandy, probably. Okay, he's not in pain anymore. The alcohol has helped a little bit in that sense. I'm not going out driving. I just open the door instead of the light switch being turned on. We need to read the mechanical book, but I don't know how well he's going to be able to read at the moment. He's quite pissed. But we'll try, because, like, why not? Did you have a fun stream, Liz? Hungry, peckish and very tired. Okay, let's just go sleep. He's had a lot of alcohol. He read a little bit of his book. I think he's going to sleep. His body's probably feeling like shit after all that copious amounts of the 3 beers and a portion of brandy. That's a lot, I think, for someone who's like 78 kilos. I didn't eat any food that day. Probably, I can't remember. Maybe some milk and cereal. OBS kept crashing and then you rage played Overwatch. I hate OBS some days. Like the other day it opened, it was open in the background for some reason, like it opened itself and I couldn't get it to shut for a bit. No, you're good. Gotta do that. Where's my dog? Oh, she's sleeping. Still hungry? You just had a carton of milk. Okay, let's... Let's just drink 350 mils of milk. That'll do. There we go.
Well, what did you have to eat that day when you had all that alcohol? Approximately
625 milliliters of milk. Some chocolate. I will be right back. I am thirsty. I'm not going to run an ad because I'll just be like a minute, hopefully. You can watch him read. I'll zoom in for you. It's very interesting. Look how he holds the book when he reads. It's amazing. Won't be long. Oh. You have to renew that? It's a pain in the ass. I was thinking annually, but that... What is it, like a retest, or just you're just paying them for the license again? It says test, doesn't it? It doesn't just say renewals. Obviously, it's a test. It's gone up 250 since last year, so it's like doubled. In, what? I get that it costs them money to do it, but like, come on. Doubling the cost is significant. Says $90 vet fee. Yeah, it's really expensive to see a vet now, isn't it? Like, I think that's how much they charge me at the vet, and that's with the concession fee as well. Like the reduction, I mean. Too bad if your dog gets sick. I'm on DSP. Yeah. No, it's just the clinic. The clinic does like a if you're on any pension, they do a 10% discount. Like it's just voluntary. Because it's not the most affluent area. I think they were getting requests for it for a while, probably. It's probably quite a hard thing to turn down. Hey, when someone's like, "Well, I can't afford this." I mean, there is vet pay, but you have to get approved for that. And you can only get $2,000 at a time of credit. Shit, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I paid some of that back. They're gonna email me soon. Whoops. I can't tell where the fucking inlet is. Whatever you call it. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, isn't it? I feel like that. I don't think vets should be allowed to put down pets when it's not medically necessary. Vet pay helped you a lot in a pinch. Yeah, same. Because Becky needed her thyroid out because it had a cancer on it. I wouldn't have been able to pay for it if I couldn't put a lot of it on pay later stuff. I guess maybe vets don't have the Hippocratic Oath like doctors do. Yeah. I don't know, it might get to a point though where if you're poor and you can't afford medical treatment, they'll let you get put to sleep for being poor. That's fucked up, but it is not impossible. What the fuck could a kitten need done that costs that they can justify charging $12,000 for as well though? Also, it wasn't even guaranteed. Yeah, that's the thing as well, isn't it? They're like, oh, we can try, but we can't guarantee that it's actually going to do anything. Or you could just put it down. Fucking hotwire! I forgot that that was a thing. There's like no petrol in it though. Can I just move it like a tiny bit forward? Thank you. Oh. I guess sometimes animals are born sickly, but that doesn't mean they should be given up on. Like, imagine if we did that with people. I know that people and animals, there's a difference there, but still, it's something that's alive. There's vets in the state I'm in because when my dog was, another dog that ended up passing away, but I paid for the surgery to be done. They were like, well, they were pretty honest with me. They were like, we don't think we're gonna make it even if you get the surgery done. But like, if you want to, we can do the surgery, or we can put him down for free because we understand you don't have money. Which, how much does $1,000 to get an animal put down is a lot as well, isn't it? An injection. I mean, obviously you have to do the unfortunate deed. Like, I wouldn't want to do that, but isn't it just an injection? It's not like you have to get into an MMA. An MMA fight with like Conor McGregor or something to put the thing down, like something that might actually be worth $1,000. I mean, I wouldn't do that for $1,000, but you know what I mean, like something that's an actual task. I don't even know if Conor McGregor fights anymore, but that's like the most timely MMA reference I can do because I don't follow the sport. After lethal dose of a sedative, that's why it's so expensive. Ah. This car is done for today. I think that's probably enough. We can go sleep in the shed, I guess. Move the van over closer to the shed. Hello, Larison. We're talking about fun stuff, apparently. Hi. How you doing, Larison? Oh, my eye all squishy. Gonna drive this van around and go to another car. Actually, we need to go get food, don't we? Did I leave anything in this taxi? No. Good. Imagine I die of hunger. Wouldn't that be a way to go out in Zomboid? The zombie survival game, you die of hunger. Holy shit, there's zombies? There's zombies in my food finding game? Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Oh, never mind. You were a zombie. I thought you were a friend. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Tiny Michael Scott. Like, you know the show The Office? That was me. I'm Tiny Michael Scott. Let's just rate the food because that's why we're here. Canned peas and canned mushroom soup. Oh my gosh, we're gonna eat both of these cans maybe, or half of each. I think they'd go together kind of well. Nothing to sneeze at, like 160 calories either. Keep you full for a little bit. You get the protein from the can of peas, I think. Yeah, 14 grams isn't bad for 280 calories, is it? I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, if you can't tell. Or you could just be like Dowie. Dowie's favorite food is baked beans. And I'm definitely not just saying that to try to see if he's here and like trigger him into being like, what the fuck? I don't like beans. He prefers them cold from the can. He does, yeah. He prefers them on bread. He doesn't like them on toast. He just likes them on buttered bread. He prefers British baked beans. I'm having trouble saying it before I even get to the difficult part. He likes British baked beans on bland bread. There was no hard part of that. I just fucking stammered my way through compared to what I thought I would. Said it perfectly fine. Fine, but, you know. Here I thought... I was going to get here and be like, what the fuck? Did you tell these people I like beans again, Milsheen? You know that's not true. I know it's not a euphemism, Christmas crustacean, but my brain is like, is that a euphemism? Just because I'm immature. I like playing video games where I can just press a button and it does like 10 things for me in a row and I don't have to do anything. Maybe that makes me lazy. What? Phil, oh my gosh, it's so confusing because it's you press the opposite direction than you think you need to. Water dispenser can. Let's put the bottle outside. Actually, let's not because it will be disgusting water, tainted water. They know their target audience if they're putting automation in, I guess. Pardon me. That's full? Pardon me.
Pardon me, ma'am. Is that a bastard choo-choo? Straight from the tree. Ba-da-boo-doo-doo.
Just leaving the trailer open is probably a mistake. I think things can fall out of the trailers. Yeah, that's another bug I've been having. It does it twice. And then I do the same thing again, and eventually, doing the same thing over and over again, it fixes it. Insanity. It's insanity. Beehives are craftable and placeable. I hope Graveyard Keeper 2 isn't too much when it comes out, because the first one was fun, but it was really, really cheap, so I don't know how much I'm willing to pay for it, because I'm very cheap. I did get a lot of time out of Graveyard Keeper 2, to be fair, so maybe it's worth more than I paid for 1 to get 2, just as sort of like a thank you for giving me a game for $5 that I got like 100 hours out of probably. I do feel like there's a risk there when you when you sell something for really cheap. Then when you try to sell the next game, people are gonna be like, it's not worth retail. I didn't pay retail for the last one. Why would I pay retail for this one? Disassemble Value Tech Television. Dog Goblin. Again, it sounds like somebody who eats dogs. A dog goblin. Yeah. I don't think I'm even excited for like the Bethesda release or GTA 6. I'll be like, when I actually know when it's coming out, I might be. But that's not a big deal anyway. You know what I mean? I think I guess they're building up the hype cycle different than they used to. I'm not in marketing, so I don't actually know. And I don't really care about marketing, so I don't care enough to figure it out or learn. There are ads soon. If you do not want ads, please help me not flip my van. Or subscribe. Or get Twitch Turbo. Or mute the tab and do something else for a couple of minutes. Like Jazzercise with Jane Fonda. Yeah, that's what I mean as well. Like I just lose interest like immediately when something's announced and it's not given a release date. I'm just like, okay, well I'm probably not going to play that anytime soon. Because they've just started working on this. Like they maybe have finished designing it, but the actual coding stuff they've probably just started if they're announcing it now. I think I was still in uni the first time, maybe. Or it was before COVID, was it? Wasn't it? So it was. It might have been 20. Was it before 2020? I think it was. Before COVID. Holy shit! I might have still been doing my honors here. Fucking hell. Imagine if you're like a big Elder Scrolls fan and like you've been waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 for 10 years ish. Hey Billy Bob, what are you doing, man? He's bald! And also a zombie, but he's bald. That's glitchy as all get out. Although, to be fair, on people who announced stuff before COVID, I don't think they could have anticipated COVID happening. Unless they were an expert in the field, and then experts in the field were probably like, yeah, no shit, there's a pandemic. It was bound to happen eventually. I'm sure, but they are experts in the field, so they know everything, obviously. What really knocked me out was a cheap stone glass, because they're scarecrows. They're outstanding in their field. I feel like if companies are going to try to go back to full office, and they haven't done so already, I feel like that process is probably going to cause a similar delay than the process of swapping to work from home did. Because there'll be staff turnover inevitably, I think. If you like, suddenly you're like, well, you have to come back to the office. People aren't just going to take that. I didn't. I got a note from my doctor, so if they fired me, it would have been medical discrimination, I'm pretty sure. But they didn't, obviously, because I'm not a billionaire. Because, you know, that's what happens when you file a lawsuit, you get $1 billion magically. That if you weren't at war, you could get a week's worth of work done in a day. Then the problem is they then expect it, don't they? Sorry, ads. Oh, I don't have it boosted. Boosted! So when you could go back to work physically, they wanted twice the hours. Yeah, but they didn't take into account that they didn't give you like a review of like how you felt about the new level of work. I mean, they don't give a shit. Obviously, they're the employer. They never do give a shit. We got a legendary katana, boys and girls. And we have some guitars. We have a red Fender. That's a blue guitar. There's the red one. A red Stratocaster. Because you're a sailor, not a person. That's not fun, but yeah, that is probably what they thought, isn't it? I think we're too warm with the balaclava on our face. Oh no! Oh no! Whoops. That was terrible. I feel so bad about that. Before they started a draft. I think I'm medically disqualified from military inscription anyway, luckily. So even if they wanted to do a draft here, they wouldn't want me. I mean, luckily and unluckily, because, you know, I don't just have a magic piece of paper that says I'm medically disqualified. There's reasons, but I'd rather have those reasons than have to do war. Music, hello. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, you got discharged. Why they gotta make it sound like a gross medical thing? Ah, fair. There is like a power imbalance though, isn't there, with people when they sign up, when they get when they join the military, between them and the people signing them up, and like you don't exactly get to take the contract to a lawyer or shit like that. So it's kind of screwed up a little bit. Or a lot of bit. I feel like yeah, every job I've had to sign a contract for. I do read it all, but I feel like they should have to, like, I feel like employers, they'll never do this because it'll cost a lot of money and they just won't do it. But I feel like they should have to get you some sort of, like, if the contract's big enough, they should have to get you some sort of legal aid or something, so you can get somebody to read it with you, so you know what you're signing. Or oh, so they just tell you what you want to hear and just bullshit you. I'm not that surprised, honestly. Especially if they work on commission. I think commission jobs are such a scourge. And people doing a proper job. God damn it! First crash of the day. And they're usually like targeting like people straight out of high school, right? Or even like people who are like 16. They'll start. I think I've heard of them like the recruiters like trying to be pally to people who are like free graduating high school, going to be there in a couple of years, and like get them primed to sign up in a couple of years. Get all pally with them. In your state, you were forced to take the recruiting test your 11th grade year. So when you were 16 turning 17, or is that when you turned 16? Probably depending, I guess. Pardon me. Yeah. What a bunch of bum. Am I right? Oh, I'm not. I am collecting. Lock the whole year group in the gym, surrounded by army people to take the test. Yeah, that's not exactly great morally, is it? Reading in a magazine, you know? Well, we have a dull katana. Do I have a way to... I don't have a way to sharpen it. Yeah, but wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger the governor as well? He, as a Republican as well? I don't know. Sheath katana. How do I get crafting here? Let's search sheath. Needs all that shit. Fucking hell, for a katana sheath. Need medical shears of needle, belt, leather, thread, rag, log. SMH, SMH, SMH. Maybe we go over to near the car place and try out our katana. Gripping both hands. I don't think we need the trailer. It's got stuff in it though. Like fuel and shit. Maybe I should put that in the car. Nah, can't be bothered. I'm too lazy. What can I say? Also, we need more levels in maintenance and 2 other skills that we didn't have to make the sheath. Oh no, there's a dead guy. We already cleared this area out, maybe. Whoops. Okay, there's one there. Ay, 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 ay. Oh look, we can just put shit right in the trunk.
Like those tortilla chips, I bet I'm gonna keep them on me. Them tortilla chips.
Tin cans. Can go in the brick for now. Fucking hell, that was such bad trip. I was lucky as anything. Yes, I know. I'm great at driving. Thank you. Just saying so, chat. Oh my god, where's the door? There? Oh, there's a zombie in there. Howdy, partner. You know, the katana might be a little too easy. I'm not entirely complaining, but it's kind of funny how easy it is with the katana. Holy shit! You know what? Why not? That's closer to the challenge level that feels a little less cheaty. Oh my god, there was this guy's been here the whole time, so there's an even closer. There was an even closer generator's book. That's funny. Reloading. Not that guns are usable with the way I'm playing or anything. That'll be asking too much. Oh well. A brown braided belt. Leather pants. Pog. Oh, they're not actually. Need them to research them though, anyway. Time? Oh, it's alive. Never mind, I guess. Rest in peace. Why did it what? Why was it still alive? Oh, it was in there dead, and then it animated it dying when I got it out of the trailer. Is that just to make it more upsetting? What? Won't fit in the trunk? Can't fit in the trunk? Okay, let's just go back to the house, build a butcher's hook, which I don't know if we've even got everything we need for. Just drop the corpse off. That's grim. It's karma. Like I've just taken an animal's body and I can't start the car up. It's karma telling me I'm doing the wrong thing, probably. I do want to see if they have the metal hook. Or whatever it's called. So far they don't. Nope. Oh well. Another hatchet though. Handy. Oh, there's a... I forgot about this. It's a couple of bricks in it. Oh well. No meat hooks here. Also, I put the carcass down, didn't I? Because I got the sword out. Thank you, game. Yes, I know it makes no sense that I can drive my van with a bull on my lap, but I don't mind because it's to my benefit. Woohoo! The game is broken and it's to the player's benefit for once. It doesn't usually happen for long because, like, you know, in games like live services games, those are the bugs they fix the quickest. If it's too easy for them to do, they'll spend less time in the game, therefore less money. They'll buy less atoms. I mean, generic currency for this game. I'm not specifically complaining about Fallout 76. We don't have a butcher's hook yet, but we can just dump it out here and then go find the stuff we need for the hook, which is probably at the farm. But it is bucketing. It's bucketing down like somebody owes the rain money. It's raining. That's not really something that makes sense as a sentence, but whatever. It would be a weird change if I started making sense now. I think I probably said that yesterday. I'm starting to say the same things every day. I'm getting old. So let's go to the farm and find the hook, and then we can have beef for like 6 months. Although I don't think the game actually gives you that much meat. I guess because you're not, you know, in a professional facility, you would lose a lot of the meat. As an amateur butcher as well. This van, I might have to swap it for another one because it being a seafood van just makes me wish I could go fishing. I'm thinking about how it's kind of disappointing how the fishing actually is with controller. Okay. I didn't remember the right spot, but that's okay. There's another shed down by that house. You know that house over there? Down the street. There's sheeps in there. There's little sheepsies. Little fellas. Steal the scissors because I don't know if I've got scissors.
Well, Billy Bob, how'd you get them scissors? Well, I found them on a dead guy who tried to kill me. A zombie, if you will.
Oh my gosh, it's a Jizzy Jazz Hands. Oh look, it's environmental storytelling, like telling us how they got out. Of the big house. Prison. So that's a mannequin, I think. It's hard to tell. Why have they got a mannequin instead of a scarecrow? That's weird. It's quite strange. Let's just eat this dog food. Yum yum. Don't hug all the good food, Fido. I'm hungry too. Pardon me. Just have to find a gigantic meat hook to process this bull with, but maybe it will be another day because he looks like he's sad and tired. Yep. Where else could we look for him, chat, if there's not any on a livestock farm? Any knowers? I hope these pigs aren't aggro on sight. I haven't interacted with pigs in this game. I don't want to kill them. But I also don't want to die. I don't think it will hurt checking this little shed again. The hell, there's maintenance 1 here. I legit mustn't have looked in this shed at all. I think I've already got blacksmith 5 in the car. Oh. So the garage door is shut. Damn it. Parked way too close to the wall. There's a heavy chain in there, but not the hook. There are hooks in here. Oh my god, I went looking for something that I had at my house. Classic me, I guess. Where is it? Farming? Butcher hook. So we need the hook, nails, planks, and hammer. Okay. 1 hook. Hammer. And then there's wood in the open roof shed. I think there's wood here. There's nails here anyway. Okay, over here. There's a big old pile of planks that definitely wouldn't have been ruined by the rain. You know what? You know what's going to make him even weepier, chat? Processing the bull. Yikes. I don't know if we have a bucket. Probably in the garage we do. Oh my god, it's touching the ground. It's so fucking huge. That's disgusting. Fucking hell. Nope, no bucket. How much was there? 12.5, so we need at least 1 bucket. I think it needs carving to make a bucket. Let's go bucket. Carpentry level 2. But we need a saw, so yeah, hacksaw, planks, wire, handle, iron band. Iron band is like impossible. Carve bucket would be easier. But I need to level carving. I don't even know if we've got any other carving books, if I'm honest. Maybe close the garage door. I love how he's ridiculously tired. I thought he was just weepy. I love how he's reading. He's so good at reading. I also, when I read, hold the book facing away from me. Just in case anyone walks in and is like, "Are you reading?" Like, no, never. I never read. I don't have the attention span for that. We have a coffee machine and coffee somewhere. And I'm pretty much complaining somewhat passive aggressively at the game for my guy being tired. Doesn't seem like it's the game's fault, hey. We could put the coffee and if we can find the thermos. I don't know where I put it. Thermos. That's one of those weird broken names. But just put this in here. Coffee. It's 9:30. He'll wake up really early if he sleeps now is the problem, I feel like. Have a beer. Some extra calories because he's only 78 kilos. The ideal weight is 80 kilos is my understanding. You know, get the calories in peasant style, drink beer. Okay, I don't think he's sleeping. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? There we go. Rest and then sleep. Might work. Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. He was really fucking tired if he slept like through the night. Do I have a carving book? That's what I was looking for before I realized how tired he was, isn't it? Nope. Do I have any on the floor here? Nope. We do have maintenance 1. That might be a good read too. I think we had maintenance 1. I might have already read it. I was starting to read it, yep. Sit on the ground. Read some more. It's reading time. Reading all the books and writing a review on website. What a great song. I think I'm qualified to say, and not at all biased, to say that it was a very good song. Oh, my knuckles, ow. Did you finish already? Hell yeah. Oh, I don't have the eggs yet, do I? Let's drink some milk. It's been 3 hours and I think I'm about out of steam, maybe, chat. To be honest. So, YouTube, thanks for watching. Twitch, I'll be raiding in a second. Bye bye, YouTube.